In a tranquil village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a wise old monk named Koji. Known far and wide for his serene demeanor and profound wisdom, Koji was sought after by people from all walks of life, seeking his guidance and teachings. One day, a young man named Hiro arrived at the monastery in search of answers. Hiro had been facing numerous challenges in his life, from ailing health to shattered dreams. Frustrated and disheartened, he hoped Koji could offer him some solace. With a warm smile, Koji welcomed Hiro and invited him to share his troubles. Hiro poured out his heart, recounting his struggles and misfortunes in vivid detail. Koji listened patiently, his gaze fixed on a small clay pot on the windowsill. Once Hiro had finished, Koji rose from his mat and approached the windowsill. He picked up the clay pot and held it in front of Hiro. The pot was filled with water and contained a single lotus seed resting at the bottom. "You see this lotus seed," Koji began, his eyes twinkling with a mixture of kindness and knowing. "It carries the potential to become a magnificent lotus flower. But for that to happen, it needs the right environment and nourishment." Hiro nodded attentively, intrigued by Koji's analogy. "Just like this seed," Koji continued, "your attitude is like the soil. The circumstances you face are the water. Your attitude can determine whether you wither away or bloom beautifully, regardless of the circumstances." Hiro furrowed his brow, trying to grasp the concept. "But how can I control my attitude when life keeps throwing challenges at me?" Koji smiled gently. "Imagine the lotus seed as your attitude. It may start at the bottom, much like a seed in the mud. But with patience and care, it can rise above the challenges, just as a lotus flower emerges from the water's surface." Hiro contemplated Koji's words. "So, you're saying that even in difficult times, I can choose how I respond?" Koji nodded. "Exactly. Your attitude is the one thing that you can always control. By nurturing a positive and resilient attitude, you can transform your perception of challenges. Embrace them as opportunities for growth, just as the lotus draws strength from the murky waters." As days turned into weeks, Hiro became a regular visitor at the monastery, learning from Koji's teachings and gradually adopting a new perspective on life. He realized that he couldn't change the circumstances, but he could change how he faced them. Over time, Hiro's attitude began to shift. Like the lotus seed, it began to rise above the challenges that once weighed him down. His health improved, and he found new paths to pursue his dreams. People around him noticed the change and marveled at his resilience. One morning, as Hiro stood by the same windowsill where the clay pot once rested, he noticed a stunning lotus blossom in the monastery's pond. Its petals were open, basking in the gentle sunlight. Hiro smiled, understanding the profound truth that Koji had shared with him. The story of Hiro and the lotus became a cherished tale in the village, passed down through generations. It served as a reminder of the transformative power of attitude, a power that could turn challenges into stepping stones and adversity into opportunities for growth. And so, the wise old monk Koji continued to guide seekers, teaching them that just as the lotus blooms with grace in the face of adversity, so too can each individual, with the right attitude, navigate the waters of life and find their own path to blooming.